My name is Anna, and I am 37 years old. I've been married to my husband, John, for 19 years. John is 59, much older than me, and together we've built what I thought was a stable, happy life. We have two daughters. Our eldest is 18, and our youngest is just a year old. While John works to support the family, I've devoted myself to creating a loving home and raising our children. For a long time, everything seemed fine. But recently, my world crumbled. I discovered something devastating. John has been unfaithful. At first, it was only a suspicion, a growing sense that something wasn't right. I tried to ignore it, but the signs became harder to dismiss. I finally gathered the courage to ask him directly, "Do you have a girlfriend?" His response wasn't the honesty I hoped for. Instead, he grew angry, accusing me of inventing problems. Even though he denied it, I couldn't let go of my suspicions. One night, desperate for the truth, I checked his phone. He caught me and lashed out in anger. "You have no right to invade my privacy," he yelled. I felt humiliated, but the need for answers was stronger than my fear. Later, I reviewed his phone records and found a number he called almost every day. My heart pounded as I dialed it. When a woman answered, she didn't deny their relationship. Instead, she was cold and indifferent. "This isn't my problem," she said, her words cutting through me like a knife. This wasn't the first time John had betrayed me. Years ago, when our eldest daughter was born, he cheated. Back then, I chose to forgive him, believing it was a mistake that wouldn't happen again. Now, with a baby in my arms and a mountain of responsibilities on my shoulders, I feel the weight of his betrayal all over again. When I confronted him, hoping he might show remorse, he only became colder. "I'll end it when I want," he said dismissively. "You don't tell me what to do." His indifference hurt almost as much as the betrayal itself. As the days passed, he started spending nights away from home, claiming to be working late. When he did come home, he was distant and irritable, refusing to answer my questions. I noticed our financial situation worsening too. I asked him about the missing money, but he brushed me off, saying he'd handle it. When I checked our bank statements, I discovered he had been spending on lavish gifts and fancy restaurants. I knew these weren't for me or our family. They were for her. The stress began taking a toll on my health. I couldn't eat or sleep, and I felt exhausted all the time. Even my doctor told me to rest, but I couldn't find peace. My older daughter saw the strain in our family. She confronted John, asking him to stop hurting us, but he lashed out at her too. His behavior has left us all feeling broken. I feel trapped. We rely on John's income to pay for our apartment and provide for our children. The apartment is in my name, but I can't manage the expenses alone, especially since I'm on leave from work to care for our baby. My best friend tells me to leave him, but I don't know how I could manage on my own. My family urges me to stay strong, hoping John might change. But deep down, I'm terrified he won't. I still love him despite everything, and I wish he would remember the family we built together. I want him to come back to us and leave his girlfriend behind. Yet every day it feels like hope slips further away. My heart is heavy, and I feel lost, like I'm walking through a dark tunnel with no end in sight.